Hello, beautiful Leo. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. Today, we're going to look into what's coming your way within the next 12 months. I have here tears of joy. Within the first month, you might be receiving some good news from an outside source, or I feel like here, this is flowing in a way maybe you will actually get the opportunity to pursue something which is a passion for you. Okay, I see towards there's a chunk of money showing up. The timeline wise, it seems like the 9th, 8th, 9th, and the 10th month. This can be the beginning, the first seed of something you're planting, and then moving towards it and accomplishing and finally getting the reward out of it. The doesn't have to be like a project that you're working on. It can also be something, an issue that you're pursuing, or a paperwork that you're filing, or when you want to move somewhere, you're deciding the place. I see tears of joy also popping out of your cup here too. So this indicates that there will be stuff that will really hype you up, basically. Okay, seems like between the first and the third month, there's a beautiful crowd appearing here. We have an eagle on the air, in the air, and there's a person right there actually holding their arm out to catch the eagle, or maybe the falcon, which we had the falcon in, we see them, her in the 9 of Pentacles energy. This can be also you standing in your garden that you have planted and enjoying what you're creating. And we see that the falcons, I actually listened to somewhere, its eyes are closed because they can get a little frustrated and become harmful. But in this one, yes, she lets the falcon go away so it can take a quick fly and come back. And exactly that's what's happening here. So this is the after tarot. Seems like you might be starting the year with a very good accomplishment, something that will help you enjoy your creations here, and you might even give it a break. Give the hard work that you're putting out there, taming of that wild animal, you might be giving a break. And I even see like a harp there, you're playing it, enjoying the music. This can be going out, or like I see someone playing music, maybe going to concerts, like doing some social activities, which will give your mind, we can consider the falcon as your mind, creative mind, giving a break to overthinking stuff. And when you do, you have a clean brain right here, so you're going to start to have clear ideas of what to do next. Another thing, this seems like there are two trees of life showing up, which is the cycle is ending. So I feel like overall you might be accomplishing something right out the gate of the year. However, but it might require you to celebrate it first in order to see the positivity in it. Okay, it can be something that you are actually so accustomed to now that you know, okay, this was gonna happen anyways, kind of energy. In order to shake that off, you might be doing something to make you feel excited about life. Okay, and then you're planting two trees on the background, which is around the compound that she has behind her right there, her mountain, her castle. So it is something also grow what you have already created, okay, or maybe establish it even better. Kind of like, looks like here we have a pine tree, a pine forest right there, a dark forest, and in your heart space, some of you might be even want to travel this kind of like a peaceful environment. You might get the chance to do that. Okay, and another thing we have, there's a darker cloud coming forward, but this figure here kind of reminds me, when I get closer a little bit, initially remind me of a lion, which is your spirit animal, which is the lion Leo represented by that. It seems like you're charging forward within maybe 4th and 5th timeline. Something, we have a child right here, maybe a childhood dream, something you wanted to make happen, but it wasn't clear to you how to make that happen. And I see a letter A here. This can mean someone's name. Another thing with the letter A, this is the new beginning. Okay, this is something, a dream of yours. You'll get the chance to charge towards it, make that happen. And also, it is like a something that probably you don't think is available to you. You might really get an access to that thing. We have a wizard sitting here. Wizard can be the magician, Virgo, or Gemini energy. This can be someone helping you with this endeavor. Another thing, because I see like a girl right there, letter A right here. I see the child sitting also right next to her. So it can be family coming together. The wizard can be the elder of the family and like laying down, maybe even showing you there's a direction, there's a way to handle things. You might also get some advisors about the things that you want to do, or big advice from the people. Another thing I see, I told you there's a chunk of money showing up here, but before that shows up, I see kind of like a sails that you're sailing towards it. This might be something that you need to go grab it, you need to take it, or it can be like sailing towards, can also indicate maybe crossing a sea or an ocean in order to get there, okay? And maybe even both of them. I see the crescent moon showing up. Crescent moon can be this thing that you're going to grab, might be coming from an authority figure, like government or an institution. And they are also, maybe they don't really have clarity or clear instructions how to get that. But I see that you are right here curiously like peeking and looking at it to understand, okay, there is a way, either we'll find a way or we'll make a way attitude, okay? But curiously, you're looking at it, not with an anger or too much like maybe, what is that called? Not the passion, but the opposite of that. Like, again, like a stubborn, either way. It is a positive emotion that is going to launch you towards this. Let's look in further. We have someone here, a man. He's holding maybe a dog in his hand and he's like looking in front of him. Very sad. It seems like maybe someone who's loyal to him didn't really give him what he wanted out of a situation. And I see there is also a bird flying out off of this person. The bird can be his freedom, okay? And maybe this person has been stuck with someone he thought that was loyal to him. This can be your energy or someone in your life. And you're standing on this chunk of money. This can be someone who's going to actually maybe allow you access to this abundance as well. You might be the one helping this person find that resource or like use that resource in a very creative way, or this person can be your energy. Maybe there is something that you're expecting to come from a specific source and it's not really showing up from that source, and this will give you an idea to think freely, like the bird flying behind you, and come up with a creative idea and resolve the situation in a very creative way rather than feeling sad about what has happened or what you were expecting people would do for you. This is a good thing. I feel like this can also bring that independence of lion to you, that you're not depending on other people's approvals or other people's help anymore. You're actually maybe having a short period of maybe within 7th month timeline, having a short period of disappointment, but then expanding into the new future, which what happens then is we have a boar right here. Boars can symbolize extreme power, and that's what you might be needing at this time. And you're going to have a lot of power and strength and resilience in order to get the things, create the things that you desire, okay, out of the situation. So either way, it's going to end up in a very big and beautiful situation for you. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see someone's face here. This kind of looks like someone in your heart, and this person might be, they don't have the mouth here. This is just the decor of the saucer. Hold your desire in your mind, and it seems like it's coming very fast. Somebody's in your heart, maybe not really giving you any reactions, and this person has a fish on top of their head. This can even be someone that you're planning to make money with, okay? Fish symbolizes money. But the thing is, overall, this person is not really showing you or giving you what you desire. They have it, they hold on to it. They don't share it with you. That can be actually putting you in a position of drawing your boundaries around maybe, but you're not really, you don't really have the power maybe to remove this person out of your life. But we have a bear right here. This kind of looks like a mouse as well when we look closer. Mouse is someone actually, a small animal. And in the context, it appears the meaning changes. So if this mouse is someone who is hiding stuff because they have to, because of the survival, it's a good thing. But if this is a person that needs to reveal everything, but they're hiding away things, that's a bad thing. So, and this can be if you're the situation that you're working with a partner maybe, but you're not really getting what you want out of this person. Maybe you're actually going to do things for yourself in a private manner, which is, I feel like it is going to open up the pathway in front of you clearly. Okay. And that's how I felt from this situation. There's a person in your heart that you're expecting support from, and they're actually a path. They have apathy towards what you're going through. Okay. So this means that it doesn't mean that they have bad intentions. I feel like they're not going to be able to help you at this time. But the thing is, when you are actually minding your own business and not really revealing everything, the path will open and take you to where you want to go. Okay, we even have like a spaceship here. Spaceship can be indicative of you really jumping timelines to a new dimension, meaning getting what you're desiring. We have a sword, which is a symbol of victory. Either way, this person is not going to, they don't have a mouth here. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to be sad about it. Okay, so it can be someone maybe you're waiting for and thinking, there's a second desire also coming forward unexpectedly here. Oh, they will be upset if I do that. I see the opposite here. I feel like it's not about what they want. It's about you actually deciding on what you want and pursuing that. I see there's a fish here within the 7th month timeline, which I told you there's a movement happening here. Fish can be from an unexpected source, money coming into your life. Okay, I'm going to dive into the tarot now. If you have like a specific desire, you can focus on that and we can see the outcome. But this is going to be overall what's happening for you this year. By the way, if you made it so far, don't forget to give this one a like and hit subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. There's a moment of decision coming forward this year. And also, this is going to be the general reading. I'm going to also record a money and success reading for this next 12 months. And if you comment down below, I'm planning to do a love and romance reading. What do you think about that? Let me know, okay? And we have a moment of decision. I'm going to clarify this card and see what that means. What are you deciding about? But I feel like overall, there's a situation maybe, or this can be about two people putting in between something, and they're not really doing their due diligence. They're not really doing their part of the story. That's why you're left with this harsh moment of, okay, I had to decide. If I don't, there's a duel happening in front of me, and the duel in the past ends with one person is losing themselves. So it can be a situation that you have to give up something if you don't make a decision. But if you make a decision faster, this is going to actually lead you towards a new beginning. The new beginning can be, we see the Fool right here, taking a leap of faith and stepping into the unknown next to the cliff. But what happens after the Fool? We see the Magician comes forward. So you will actually, maybe you put yourself in a situation, a tight moment, which will give you the opportunity to use the tools that are available to you in order to make your dreams come true. Some of us, okay, today I was talking to my sister, sometimes I think about the things I desire and I say, oh, I don't need it though. I don't need it. That's what the Magician's energy is. He says like the Fool needs help, and we get to the Magician and he has the tools and he uses it. Magician never doubts himself that he needs it or not. He just makes it happen. So I feel like here, that's what it is here. Maybe you're deciding that, are you needing it? Or you wanting it, or it doesn't matter if you need it or not, are you going to make it happen? This might require you to go on a new journey that will end up very well, guys. 9 of Cups is, even the Fool might be taking some risks and diving into the waters that he's not familiar with, it will end up very well. This can be in intuitive guidance, higher self-guidance coming to you, okay? Even though you don't know the waters, you will get the satisfying results out of it. Another thing we have, King of Cups can be an emotionally fulfilling offer coming forward. King of Cups can be someone, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it also represents someone who has the fish behind him, wealthy, abundant, resourceful, gentle, loving, supportive, respectful. He has the ships. Ships indicates wealth, and this can be that they have a giving heart and loving heart. This can be also indicative of, I feel like, abundance of material things. We usually interpret that as the King of Pentacles. However, I feel this king also can be someone coming with a new offer to you, and they have what it takes. That's the energy of that. Another thing that comes with the Temperance, I'm going to clarify that too. And this can also be overall the other half of the year. You might get a lot of exciting things happening within the first half, and then the other half you might actually tone it down a little bit. Okay, let's say calm it down, and let's take a breather, and we tip our toes in the water while we are actually grounding ourselves. Meaning maybe you're going to keep testing the things. You're not going to give up on what's happening here. You're going to keep testing the things, but also you're going to ground yourself on the earth. And that's a temporary situation as well. Temperance requires balance, yes, but we have the sun on the background. The sun symbolizes that this too shall pass. Okay, let's see. Two of Swords. Okay, it's about taking charge, guys. Emperor is the leader. It's about taking charge of the situation, and Leo is the optimistic card. That's why I felt like Nine of Cups is aligning with it very perfectly. You might be feeling at this moment, if I take charge, it's going to be a lot of burden on me, or if I make a decision, I'm not going to be successful. Yes, you're going to step off the cliff first. It can be really scary, but then Nine of Cups symbolizes that it is going to be satisfying for you, okay? You're going to have all the satisfaction and your needs will be fulfilled. This can be moving into a new place. The ship's coming up. The devil wants to show. And your mind really tricking you with the Two of Swords energy here. Moving into a new place or changing jobs, maybe even like fulfilling your life dreams, making your dreams come true, okay? Maybe doing everything staying the same, but you taking a leap forward towards your dreams. Maybe you have the dream of making ceramic cups, which these are actually, my sister made them. She said this is cracked, that's why I put it as a decor, which she has been dreaming of this since she was 12 years old. Okay, now she's over 30 and now she's exploring that, making this happen. That kind of a dream. I don't know if this is going to turn into a business for her, but still it is giving her life. Okay, inspiration, expansion. And what happens with the Temperance, that's what I want to see. When you take a break, okay, you're going to have a lot of exciting moments happening. You might even get an emotionally fulfilling offer. It can be a love offer, can be a job offer or an upgrade offer in your life, emotional upgrade initially, and then the material will come. Because the Hierophant is an authority figure. Hierophant is a Taurus energy. It can be someone maybe cannot really think outside the box because he's sitting on top of the box right here, but he's the holder of the keys and he is the master that people actually respects. Okay, so this is some like a spiritual authority maybe. Seems like when you take a breather out of overthinking and balancing, maybe even like sacrificing overthinking with peace, replacing that, basically you're going to really gain authority over stuff. This can be also like a official authority, becoming an official authority. Okay, again, Two of Swords, you're going to make a decision here too. I feel like it's all about taking charge, guys. Okay, all about taking charge. You might be giving like a big task. It looks like a big task to you. That's why the suggestion comes forth as a Four of Swords. Take a breather, guys. Okay, take a breath. Okay, this is a shuffle deck. I shuffled in front of you. You have some heartbreaks maybe in the past that didn't really go the way you wanted to be. This is a shuffle deck and all the Ace, 2, 3, 4 coming forth here. So it seems like there's a logical blockage you have. Okay, in your heart, yes, you want to move forward, but this Three of Swords, even though it seems like the heart has 3 swords inside of it, still it's the air energy. It indicates that you're logically hurt. Okay, your logic didn't make sense, or maybe you didn't follow the intuitive guidance and it ended up bringing you in a place that you didn't feel satisfaction, or you got heartbreak, you didn't get what you desire out of a situation. But it seems like that was necessary for you, that heartbreak and that disappointment was necessary for you, so you can actually see other opportunities available to you. Okay, Ace of Swords is a new idea, a new beginning, a new exciting opportunity, swift solutions coming rapidly, and maybe there's a person offering that to you. It seems like here everything happened for a good reason, so you can maybe even let go of the past faster and not dwell on the things that didn't really happen. I feel like after a certain age we all have times in our lives the things that we desire didn't come to fruition, and then right after that we see why it didn't happen, how it was not really for us. And I feel like this year is going to be for you to understand why it didn't happen, part of it, and explore new things and new fulfilling opportunities here, which will end up with a successful way. Let's see, we have the violet angel here, breaking dawn. It is a new dawn, so it's a good thing here because you see the clouds. And another thing with this Three of Swords is you see the clouds on the background. They are rain clouds. The rain clouds will not stay forever and they will go away. And this is the time, this is what's happening. You're understanding why these 3 cups were poison and they weren't good for you. There's a bridge, there's a castle across the bridge. There's a new, actually like a bright day happening and a breaking dawn coming forward. And it's time for you to understand that this year is going to be also exploration maybe of the things you thought weren't beneficial to you, and maybe you did the things that you didn't want to do so far. Now you're understanding if you're gonna fail at something, it better be something you would love. And I'm not saying that you're gonna fail, but that kind of reminded me. I don't know if you ever listened to Jim Carrey's father's story, and Jim Carrey actually tells his father was an extremely hilarious man, a good comedian. But he was an accountant because he was thinking that he needed a solid job to feed his family. And they let him go. And the whole family, I think he says, like in a park, they stayed in a tent for a while because of that situation. And Jim Carrey said to himself, if I'm going to fail at something, I better do the things that I love to do. And what happens is, from experience, I'm telling you, if you do something with a loving heart, you will always benefit from it. Always. Spiritually, emotionally, and when your emotional state is high, materialistically. So this is just my experience, though. I'm speaking from my experience. So you can, if you have that kind of experiences, please do comment down, share. I read all of your stories. I love them. Okay. So there's something better coming forward. It can come through maybe you looking at the past and realizing, oh, I have been through worse. Now it's getting much better. Okay. We have consciousness energy, guys. None of the cards, none of the zodiac got this kind of like spiritual enlightenment energy, and you are getting one this year. Like it or not, you're getting one. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. This is, if you listen to Bashar's teaching, he's a channel, and he says, Daryl Anka, that we have all the possible futures that we would like to experience in a timeline existing. Okay, like in parallel realities, and our consciousness, which our focus actually pulls that reality to us. So it can be you actually relearning how to create a life that you desire. That can be the experience of this year for you, because breaking dawn, a new you is coming to this planet. Okay, the more you create, the more the universe is. This is also your affirmation here. Creation can be your mental creations, what you're writing down, what you're drawing, what you're making with your hands. It doesn't matter what kind of creation you do. The universe needs your creativity if it's ever going to grow into its full self. From our tiny perspectives, there's always more than enough content, but the universe is hungry for more. After all, that's why it made you. Basically, the universe, God, the creator of all that, is experiencing himself, herself, itself through our eyes and what we create. And you are adding more into that energy. Okay, maybe you haven't felt it this way so far, but it seems like this timeline is going to change that for you. Right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.